Hey guys, welcome to the second session of the Patreon Foundation Group. First off, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me and Matthew Zikry for the first session of the Foundation Group. Okay, well let's get started with the continuation of the silhouette design. I guess at this point, the next step would be to select one or two of the silhouettes that you've generated. And basically what I did here is I basically put this in Photoshop and made duplicates, and I lowered the opacity. And all I'm doing here is I just roughly printed out a couple of copies so that I can draw on top of them. So first off, you can actually go in there and just start to kind of come up with different designs or iterations. Let me just zoom in the camera here a bit. And there's really no right or wrong in doing this, but it's just to kind of get an idea of the internal silhouette and some of the different designs that you might have in mind. Now you can draw these really loosely, or you can draw them more accurately with a lot of detail if you have something in mind for this stuff. But I'm actually just trying to come up with some cool shapes and not getting too caught up in the design of the specific details, whether it's accurate or not. I just kind of want a fun flavor. And I'm thinking about kind of my graphic shapes. So internally, I'm going to try to break this up with large, medium, and small. So I have kind of this large shoulder pad here. It might be really cool to have this be a larger component. And I have another component here on this side, and that's going to be kind of like our large shoulder pads. And then here I'm thinking it might be neat to have kind of a chest plate. And this chest plate, I'm thinking about the shapes as well as large, medium, and small. So just, if you guys are doing this at home and you guys are following along, be sure to just kind of break your shapes up and then add detail on top. Notice I'm not getting into too much of the specific, nitty-gritty details here with like the buckles and stuff like that. I just want to kind of get a nice feeling of the shapes. I'm going to go in here with kind of the bicep area, and then work my way down into kind of the hand of the character. What's great is what I've learned here in this drawing, I can effectively apply here in this next one. And I can probably play up the different shapes, the different silhouettes. So what if I did something here like this? What if I, instead of having a big plate here, what if I had a big plate that went this way? And graphically, I'm changing it. So I have something larger here, my large, and then my medium, and then my smaller elements all across the board. So let's kind of go with this and see what I can come up with. So first thing as usual, I'm going to go in with the tires, because I know for a fact that these are going to be tires. This one I'm just going to decide to put the tires all the way across and put the little spokes or bearings, I guess, the things that kind of grip the tread of the tank. Around the vehicle. Let's just zoom in so that you guys can see what I'm drawing, because even for me it's really small, so I do apologize. So I'm thinking it might be cool to have like this armor plating here. So let's kind of look at the two different vehicles. We have option 1 and option 2. Again, still in the same silhouette, but completely different aesthetics, right? And completely different arrangements, just internally. Externally, I mean, there's very minor changes. I've kind of allocated a lot of the details not to be within this area, and I decided to kind of make this more of a traditional barrel. But internally, this is looking very different from how this looks, right? Because I decided to put like a big housing cabin on the side here. Alright, cool. Now let's get going with the animals. Again, animals can be really difficult to draw, and if you guys don't have any idea about how, you know, certain anatomy looks, you know, be sure to just kind of have just some reference available. You know, even though I know we're doing these little quick thumbnail sketches, it definitely helps to just know just the basics of your subject matter before getting into designing your own. So let's just do a quick recap. I just did my character variations here. Have my animal creature sketch here. And last but not least, we have our man-made vehicle designs here. So give that a shot. If you have any questions, be sure to email us at brainstormjparked@gmail.com or just message us on the Patreon group, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.